Hello Saber Forum, this is Record Boy doing a review of my Guardian. I got the Saber about a couple months ago and it's freaking awesome. I know most people are familiar with the Saber design. It's the one that's modeled after Obi-Wan's from the Phantom Menace. And there's just so many features I love about the Saber. I'm going to start off by showing you a couple things. Number one, I got the blade I got was the mid-grade Ultra Edge. It's in the Guardian Blue, and I got a violet amethyst flash-on clash with it. I'll cut it on in just a minute so you can see that. But there's just really cool, so many cool things about the Saber. It has obviously these little accent lights here, which when I turn it on, you'll be able to see that the light comes through there. The neural button, which acts as one of the retention screws. The main one requires a wrench right here. There's a little button right here. It requires an Allen wrench. You just pop that in, it unscrews, and the blade comes right out. I didn't get the nickel-plated version on this one. I do have a nickel-plated version on my Graflex, and that looks awesome. I like the finish on this as it comes. It just looks really great. Just the product itself, the quality of the Saber is unbelievable. It's got such a really good weight to it. When you pick it up, it feels really good in your hand. The machining right here is just shines, and the design is just beautiful. And then of course the really cool feature here, the pommel, of course, which is probably my favorite feature, and I think most people's favorite feature about this Saber. It's just gorgeous. Nice venting on the back right there, if you could see that, to let that awesome obsidian sound come through, which I did get the obsidian sound, and I was really lucky enough and pleasantly surprised when I got the Saber to find out that I got the V4 soundboard with it, which, if you're not familiar with that, is an upgrade from the V3. It's just really, really cool. It allows you to do so much more. The V3 is great too, but the cool feature about the V4 is you can just upload so many different sound fonts. So if you've got multiple fonts that you really, really like, you can upload that via the USB. When you unscrew the pommel, the soundboard pops out. You just plug in a USB cable, and you can upload multiple fonts, so you don't have to constantly go back to your computer and change it. You can already have them preloaded onto your Saber. It comes with default ones, which they're still on here. I haven't like tweaked the different soundboards on there, or different sound fonts, excuse me, but I will eventually. The ones that come preloaded on this are just awesome anyway. So I'll turn it on right now just so you can hear it. Like I said, I got it in the Guardian Blue, and I got a red illuminated AV switch, so you're going to hear this awesome sound when I cut this on. Now, mind you, this is in a pretty illuminated room right now. I'll just show you how bright the Saber is when I turn it on. Yeah. And that sound is the Obsidian V4. Just look how bright that Saber is. Like I say, this is an illuminated room, and you can see how bright that Guardian Blue is. Like I said, I got a violet amethyst flash-on clash. I don't know how well it'll show up on the camera, but just so you can see how the sound. There's the sound, and then if I do lock up, maybe you can see it better. And then you can see the accent lights coming through there on the emitter. And I'll just show you right now kind of what the V4 does, the soundboard. So let me turn this off. So basically what you do, if you want to switch sounds on the AV switch here, you would just hold this down, keep it held down. And so there's the Obsidian one. So if you want to switch, you would just tap it again. And so now it's on the Black Star sound font, which I really like. So if you want to select that one, you would hold down the button again, and it'll confirm it.
Confirm.
So there's the Black Star sound font, which I really, really like. I have another Saber, the Reaper, and it's a very Sith-looking Saber, and it just complements it so well. So you can kind of... I'm going to turn it off here. Yeah, that Black Star sound font's just awesome. It has like a really, you know, menacing growl to it. And then if you want to, you know, cycle through some more, you hold it down again. So this one's the Sith sound font. And then if I hit it again, it'll go to the next one.
Ancient Saber.
So there's Ancient Saber, and then it'll be Episode 1.
Episode 1.
And then I think Episode 2.
Episode 2.
And then Episode 6, Return of the Jedi.
Episode 6.
So that's already loaded. Let's say if I wanted to go with that one, I would just hold it down.
Confirmed.
So now it's on Episode 6. That simple. Multiple sound fonts, super easy to use. The site there where you actually go on and use the tool that they have to change sound fonts. And then of course if you have an Emerald Saber, you can go on there and change your colors for your blade. I don't have an Emerald Saber yet, but I'm definitely planning on getting one in the near future. And then of course if you want to mute your saber, there it is right there. There's a mute option. So if you're at home and you don't want to wake up the neighborhood with the sound that comes from these things, you can mute it and still turn it on and, you know, have fun playing with it. So let me go back to
confirm.
So there it is, no sound. But I'm going to turn this off and go back to the Obsidian, because that's the one I like.
Confirmed.
For this saber anyway. So I'm going to turn this off. But yeah, that's my review. It's 5 stars, 5 out of 5 for me, if you're going on that scale. But I couldn't speak highly, you know, any more highly about Ultrasabers in the service. Like I said, I have 2 other sabers. The Reaper that I got, which I'll do a review on shortly. I needed it for Halloween. I was probably a week out, and I guess there was a con going on, so one of the Comic Cons, I forget where it was located, but they said that on the website that it might take a little bit longer because of that. But I emailed Emery and just told them, you know, is it possible just to get this soon? And I mean, I got the saber, I placed the order, and within like 2-3 days it was already shipped. So great customer service, no more waiting around for lengthy times to get your saber. I mean, it just comes well packaged, and the details and everything on this are just awesome. So I will definitely be buying more. So I hope you enjoyed this, and have a good one, everyone.